Hey guys, so people have asked me if I am going to come back to the United States in light of what's going on in Russia. I've had this question asked in my English channel and in my Russian channel. And the answer is no, and I will explain why. So Russia is my homeland, or as they say in Russian, motherland, right? I'm sure you heard of that, Mother Russia and everything. So I was born in Moscow, Russia, and this is where I want to live, just as anyone else, in the world. For example, people in Ukraine, Ukraine is their homeland, so they want to stay in Ukraine. Here's my opinion about life in the United States. So as you might know, I lived in the United States since I was a kid because my parents brought me to the US. We came there as an immigrant. And I was not happy, and I will explain why. There's a lot of misconception about immigration, and I've talked about this previously. I had my channel, I had another channel. Here's my opinion about immigration. It's not for everyone. Okay, some people like me want to live in their home country. And my home country is Moscow, Russia. This is where I am from. This is where my relatives are from. I'm from around here. My grandma was from Ukraine. My grandfather was from Belarus. So I'm completely Eastern European, 100%. And I've never had anyone, from the United States. So I felt uncomfortable in the United States because I'm not from there, as I would feel uncomfortable if I went to any other country, if I went to Vietnam, if I went to Honduras. Okay, I have nothing against Vietnam or Honduras. I'm just not Vietnamese. So I like living in the place where I was born, where people speak my language, and where I feel comfortable. And a lot of people, especially in the immigrant community, they do not understand the relationship between their home country and America. Here is my take, and I think this is completely logical and fully makes sense. I like a lot of things about America. I like YouTube. We're watching this on YouTube. I like Patreon. I like PayPal. But I prefer to live in my home country. And even with all this shit going on in Russia, I still prefer living here more than I did in America, especially in California. I didn't like California at all. I'm just being completely honest. So it's not for me. I'm not, from California, and I had nothing to do with it. So the answer is no, I do not want to go back because I was so depressed when I lived in America. I do not want to go back to that at all. And I didn't like the food. Okay, well, shoot me, I didn't like it. What can I say? So that's the situation. Is I think when it comes to America and when it comes to any other country, for example, right? For example, in Russia we have bananas. Okay, they come from like Ecuador, but I don't want to go live in Ecuador. I just want bananas from there. So same thing with the United States. There are products that each country exports. I'm happy for the fact that the United States exists, and I'm happy for the fact that he made YouTube, and YouTube is awesome, but I do not want to live in the United States, and I think it's my choice, and you cannot really blame me for that at all. I've had a shitload of Russian immigrants give me complete crap for the fact that I moved back to Russia because a lot of them are clinically insane. All right. Yes, here's a little bit of an inside information into like Russian-speaking people. Just as, there's a lot of them who are freaking crazy, okay? It's true. We have a lot of mental illness problems here. Just as anywhere, okay? And you could tell that by the comments that appear on my Russian blog, which are, you should freaking, if you understood Russian, you'd be looking at that and thinking, holy crap. And, from reading all these comments, I understand why this conflict broke out, because there was so many angry people there and they like zeroed in on each other, so the whole Ukraine-Russia situation has been happening for a very long time, and I don't fully understand it because I don't have hate for anyone. I try to get along with everyone and have peace. So the bottom line is I want to live here. I want to live in Russia. I got sick in America. My health was not that good. I just would not survive there. I like living here. But I work remotely, so I get the best of both worlds. I eat Ecuadorian bananas, I eat Turkish tomatoes, I use American YouTube, and I live in Moscow, Russia, and this makes me happy. It doesn't mean that I support everything that Russia does, but this is my hometown. I hope this makes sense.